So he has just an abstract linear boom, just like he's doing Kentucky Derby. But I'm not going to stand here. I'm going to move off. I'm going to engage him and move off. Outside. Outside. Then learn this pass. Boom, down, but stay inside and up. Outside, down, but come back inside and up. I'm not staying on the inside and going like this. I'm not staying on the inside and staying up. I'm going to transition between all of them. Boom, down, but inside and up. Boom, no. It has to come back up. Boom. Then get the other arm in. Learn to have it in. And start at this angle, going this way. This is your zone of sanctuary, and you have to worry about the cross lateral shoulder. This is going to check his legs enough for you to move. So, boom. If I catch his arm, that's where I stick. If I catch his arm goes dead, I'll stick at the shoulder. If I catch his elbow, that's where I stick. But you don't have your arm here. It's immediately in. Don't grab though. Okay, so just some martial points. So when I step here to the right, the angle of deflection has to go to my left. So he comes in. Second point. When I'm on the outside of the arm, I gotta be in the elbow area. I don't want to be down at the hand. That's your Aikido wet dream. So you take his hand and then he follows his hand all over the place. You have to guard against him overriding my angle of deflection. So I push the wrist, he'll use his elbow to go around it, and he comes there. So when you're on the outside, you have to be in this elbow area. So when he goes to do any of his stuff, you still have control of that joint. So when you're out here, the Mai is going to be off. It's what you're experiencing, but you think it's fine because you're in dreamland. So when we're here like this, I'm engaging that elbow. And that elbow is going in just like the kihon or the drill of Taimahenko. That elbow goes in. For the first move, the elbow goes in. That gets his center of gravity starting to move, and the fight starts to rotate. We're now rotating. That brings it into the Kazushi pattern that I want. The only thing is I have to be able to do this skill. So, boom. Then guide it around as he comes around. So you're going to need the Aiki adhesion here, so you stick. And you're going to need the Kokyu projection into his center. You can't just turn his arms and then he goes flying. It is very much like this throw. If I wanted to do this throw, I'm in here. Everyone would see the mechanics. Well, yeah. But instead of working on the torso, I'm working at arm length. So, boom, boom. So in firearms training, you have to have a lot of range rules, especially in beginner classes. You don't know the skill level of the people on the firing line. And what ends up happening is a kind of square mentality, a two-dimensional square mentality comes into the shooter. They're totally unaware of it. Whereas in real life, I have to have a 360-degree environmental awareness. I can't have a square, and it can't be two-dimensional. Same thing happens in Aikido. Everybody trains, the mats are generally some sort of square or rectangle. We all take our room, we take a lane. Even though no one painted a lane, there's a lane. And now you start to think in what I call that 12 to 6 line. And now you're not doing the Kazushi pattern, you're doing just an acceleration throw. So we have our lane, he comes in, and then I'm supposed to throw him that way. And if he's athletic, he'll just run through. This is not the Kazushi pattern. The Kazushi pattern is a circle. It starts in a kind of abstract conflictual geometry. He's there, I'm here, but immediately I am rotating this. So, not here, and let him, and then push him. No. This thing happens in very tight. So even if I have this circular geometry and the good Kazushi pattern, I don't want him to have that capacity to bring his base of support back under his line of gravity, which he can do, even with that geometry. So it is a yin-yang world, it is a yin-yang art. He goes, this hand, yes, this hand yields and sticks, takes over the Aiki adhesion, but this hand must have a yang Kokyu projection. So I'm going to take away the Aiki adhesion. This hand does not go that way. This hand goes that way. Boom. Boom, boom. Not over here. This is just an acceleration throw. His head is going that way, and then the Kokyu projection is boom. It's not, I'm not here pushing him. He hits the ground vector, boom. I like this.